Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be going around the school and interviewing OCS athletes. The goal behind making this video is to expose their mindsets and see how they deal with victories, losses, and overall everything that comes with being an athlete. We hope you enjoy this video a lot and you can learn something from it.
Hi, my name is Mark, and who am I here with?
Anthony.
Anthony. And what sport do you play?
Soccer.
All right, and I have a question for you, and it's how do you do when you have a bad performance when you play?
Just get your mind off of things and focus on the next game.
All right, and one more question. How do you feel when you have like a slump, when you're doing bad in a game for like a couple of days and stuff, maybe weeks? How does that affect your mental health, and like what do you do to change that?
It can be rough just going through a bad stretch of time, but I feel like you just got to focus on the positives, your family and things like that, and just realize what good you have in life and just persevere from there.
All right, thank you. All right, back at it again, and I'm here with who?
Alex Baxter.
Alex Baxter. And what sport do you play?
Baseball, golf, hockey, football.
All right, and what do you deal with when you have like a bad loss, when you lose a playoff game, when you come second and stuff like that? Like, how do you deal with that?
I try to get my mind right. I make sure my teammates are okay. Team comes first. It can get difficult. I try to keep the bad thoughts out, good thoughts in. Focus on the next year, focus on the next game.
There we go. All right, I'm back here with Alex again, and I have one more question for you. How do you deal with negativity, like you getting trash talked in the game, and how does that affect your mental health, and how do you overcome that?
When I'm getting trash talked in the game, I try to take that, like, don't listen to that, let my game talk for myself. And it can affect me, it can get on my skin, but I can't lose my temper. It's bad sportsmanship. I just try hard to not think about that stuff. It's all good in the game. Just stuff you can say stuff in the game that you don't mean. I try to think of it that way. Keep it positive. That's pretty much it.
All right, thank you.
Who am I here with today?
Alex.
What grade are you in?
I'm in grade 11.
And what sport do you play?
Play soccer.
And what level do you play at?
TOSL.
So Alex, how do you prepare before games?
On game days, I usually just take an hour nap a few hours before the game. Pre-game meal, probably a burger, some chicken nuggets,
Alright, so how do you deal with a hard loss? Like, how do you bounce back from that and still remain a great athlete?
A hard loss? I'm not used to that. I don't know what that means.
Okay, then how do you deal with a bad performance?
Bad performance? Just chin up, head up, next one.
Alright, so how do you integrate mental health training into your physical training?
Mental health training? Well, confidence, to me, the most important thing. I follow my idol, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. You always just gotta believe you're the best on the pitch,
Alright, and what advice would you give a younger talent who's aspiring to be a great athlete like yourself?
I'd say just practice. Practice every day.
Alright, who am I here with today?
I'm Mark Arp,
What grade are you in?
grade 11.
What AP classes do you take?
This year I took AP English.
Alright, first question. How do you manage the pressure of maintaining high grades?
For me, I have really bad study habits, but what I do, I kind of just rush before, the night before, you know what I mean? But dealing with that pressure, I kind of tell myself it's okay. A number is not gonna define who I am as a person. It's just a grade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can relate to that. Alright, second question. How do you manage to balance your academic responsibilities and your social life, and how does it affect your mental health?
Wait, can you repeat the question?
How do you balance your school life and your personal life, and how does that affect your mental health?
Well, I think my school life and my personal life, they kind of go hand in hand. You know what I mean? What was the last part of the question?
How does it affect your mental health?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Sorry.
Alright. How do you keep yourself motivated to study even when it feels challenging?
I think that I just tell myself studying is gonna be worth it in the end. You know what I mean? I know it feels like it's not I don't know, it's boring, you don't want to do it, but in the end, it's gonna be worth it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Second last question. What do you consider to be your biggest challenge when it comes to studying?
I think my biggest challenge is probably finding time to study and like finding just like motivation to study. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and last question. What advice would you give to a young student that's planning to do AP classes?
I think just stay prepared and like make yourself like a schedule. I think staying prepared, like just knowing like what to expect. You know what I mean? And that way you can get ahead and like you won't have to like stress and like let things pile up.
Yeah. All right, I appreciate that. Thank you for your time.
Go. What is your name?
Riley,
What grade are you on?
11,
What sport do you play?
badminton.
Do you mind if I ask you the following questions? Alright. How do you prepare before a game?
I talk with my friends, drink a bunch of water, eat McDonald's. Yeah, that's about it.
Alright. How do you deal with the bad performance and how does it affect your mental health?
You gotta think and reflect what went wrong, right? Did I not prepare enough? Did I not train enough for that game?
Yeah.
Just practice a lot more, and I think it'll fix everything.
Is balancing school and sports taxing on your mental health? And how do you manage the stress?
Right now I have co-op, so it's not that bad. But assuming that I had badminton last semester, I think it would be pretty tough. 4 subjects and a sport to deal with. So, and practice is like 7 a.m. in the morning, so I think it would definitely take.
What advice would you give younger athletes about taking care of their mental health while pursuing their dreams?
Just know you are a student athlete, not an athlete student. So prioritize your education above all. But most importantly, just have fun. That's the entire point. Don't get too stressed. Don't be inside your head. Be flexible.
How do you deal with a hard loss and how does it affect your mental health?
A hard loss.
Yeah. Like your team 0 and like.
All right. Okay. Our team gets together. Reassesses the situation. Why we lost. We do a big reflection. Practice a lot more. Be a lot more strict on what we do.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot more discipline, I'd say. And yeah. All right.
Thank you for your time, Riley.
You're welcome.